What's up, everybody? Another twofer. You guys are getting a good deal out of this week. So we're gonna start with some leftover cookie dough because, last time we didn't use all of it. So, cool trick. Last time we used this cutting board, it cut all the way through. So, the package came with two mats, so we're gonna use both of them. Like a condom, twice as effective. That doesn't actually work for my low IQ audience members. You know who you are. So we're gonna start by taking the cookie dough, and we got a baking dish here. Let's butter that. So we're gonna butter these up. This week we're doing miniature pumpkin pies and pumpkin bread. So we're really gonna be stretching what little pumpkin stuff I got left. I've got maybe 3 cups of it, but I'm just hoping that this doesn't need too much. So yeah, look at that high quality video. Cool. So that's the buttering of that for now, I guess. And then let's see. Then we're gonna kind of smush this in like this, and then just kind of maybe, I don't even know. This seems kind of wonky, guys, but I promise it might work. Wow. Alright, so they're all done. So I put them all in. I would have shown you guys the entire process of smushing those in, but I sincerely doubt you guys even watch all of this anyway, so I don't want to bore you. Preheat the oven to 350, and here we go. Back in the oven. I think like 5 minutes will do it. So we'll do 1/3 cup of sugar, and then round it, I guess. So now it's got 1.5 cup of sugar. Good enough. And then we got a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So let's see. Here we go. I got a set of these. So 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So we're gonna go for 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Good enough. Cool. And then it says 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We did that. So ground ginger, cloves. So we're gonna say that stuff adds up to about 3 teaspoons. So 3 teaspoons. Let's see. 2 large eggs. So, 1 large egg. Alrighty. Hold on. So we're gonna break this open. Yeah, break this open and stir up our cinnamon sugar mix. Alrighty. And then eggs. Or we added an egg, and the iPhone ran out of memory, but we got this. So now that we've got the egg in, the oven is preheated. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw this this thing into the oven for maybe 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Timer. Cool. So now that that's going, we're gonna carry on here. So we're gonna mix it up. And then what else does the recipe say? And evaporated milk. So we put an egg, and so we're gonna mix the egg in. Cool. So it calls for an entire can of unbranded evaporated milk. And then However, since we're doing a half recipe, sure, that's half. And then it asks for 1 cup of pumpkin pie, or of pumpkin, so we'll give it a cup of pumpkin. I don't think we're gonna, yeah, this will give us a cup of pumpkin. So here's a cup of pumpkin into the mix. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. So, yep, same pumpkin puree from last week. Okay, and we're gonna mix it. Oh shit, you didn't see anything. We're gonna mix it all together, and I think that's it. So they're out of the oven, but as you can see, they expanded. Didn't see that coming. So, I fixed it. We're gonna throw these back in the oven for a couple minutes, and then take them out, and then let them cool. Time to pull this disaster out of the oven. Come on. All right, they look reasonably crisped. And okay, now while we wait for the cookies to cook, we'll get started on the pumpkin bread. We're gonna go with, let's see. So we've got probably 15 ounces of pumpkin puree here, so I think we're good. We'll put, so we got 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs, 4 eggs. So I knocked them out of the pan, and we only have 1 casualty. So these aren't quite thin, so we're gonna set them on this thing and hope they dry a little more. And then when we're ready, we'll fill them up and then throw them in the oven. And hope those work. I did get a cookie though. Returning to this mess, we're gonna put in 3 cups of sugar. So we got 1 cup of sugar. Holy crap, 2. Alright. This seems excessive. I think we're gonna call it at like 2 and some change. See, even if I do a proper measure, am I really gonna use it? Alrighty, so that's all the sugar, which really, like, that's just disgusting. So, and then 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. So we're gonna do that. 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Alrighty. It might be a little late, but I think my baking pan that I picked up is too small for this. So, this should be interesting. So, and then 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoons salt. So, 1.5 teaspoons salt. Okay, and 1.5 teaspoons baking soda. So 4 eggs, 1 cup of vegetable oil. Well, we'll do that after. 3.5 cups all-purpose flour. Whatever. Give me the vegetable oil. So 1 cup of vegetable oil. Holy fuck. Okay. 2/3 cup of water. Easily done. Easily done. Water's added. Now 3 cups of white sugar. Oh man, I don't know. Think we're gonna do 2.5. Oh, I did a bigger now, aren't I? Baking soda. Seems right. And then cinnamon, nutmeg, so, you know, again, they just want a ton of this stuff, so, 1, 2, So like 3 teaspoons? Sure. Look at this. This is why I don't use this stuff. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're just gonna mix it all up. Okay. So now we're just gonna pour it in, see what happens. Oh. Hope the oven rack is level. Okay. Woo! Alrighty. So yeah, we're definitely gonna put a rack underneath that to catch any drippings. Hopefully it doesn't drip too much. So. And in the oven it goes. Okay, so I decided that because it was overflowing, I was gonna siphon off some stuff into these little baking muffins, and these ones are done, but the big one inside needs a few more minutes, so we'll give it some more time. And then just to test, I put some of the filling for the pumpkin pies later into here, and it seems actually, I haven't tasted it, but hopefully it should be fine. So I'm gonna let these cool off, give the big pumpkin bread thing a few more minutes, and then we'll come back to that and make the rest of these. These are pretty done, so I think we're ready to roll. Okay, then now we're gonna pour our mixture into these. So we're just gonna scoop and pour. Oh, yeah, and pour. Gotta figure out what to do with the excess of the filling I've got, but we'll figure something out. Okay, and those are all filled. And then for funsies, we're gonna pour more in there and just slip it in the oven. I'm not sure where I left off with you guys, but I ended up pouring those in and then baking them for about an hour. I popped all these little muffin things out, and I popped the big pumpkin bread out. It looked really good. I'm going to let everything cool off overnight. We did have some casualties when it came to removing the little pumpkin pies from the oven, but, you know, we'll see. So I'm going to probably let these sit, and then tomorrow go get a pumpkin spice latte or some shit before I eat this. But, yeah, so these were made. We'll talk about tomorrow morning how they taste. And that'll be that. So, well, the ride's not over yet, but so far, thanks for sticking along for the cooking part. We'll have the tasting bit tomorrow. So, it's finally morning, so we're gonna try these baked goods. So we're gonna get the pumpkin bread all cut now. Okay. Not bad. And grab one of these. Plate it up. I think for the pumpkin bread, we'll do a little bit of butter. Because there's not already enough butter in this thing, but no. I'll be back. Zap it a little and the butter melts. So let's give the pumpkin bread a try. That's pretty good. Cool. And let's give these little, I guess, pumpkin pies a try. The filling actually came out quite well. And the cookie's not bad. So I think I might get the wall a little bit thinner next time. This might actually be pretty good. But yeah, here's your two for guys. You got pumpkin cookies and pumpkin bread. And I know I promised a pumpkin latte last night, but fuck it. Alright, peace. See you next time. Again, like, I guess DM me if you got any cool suggestions. And, do you guys want to see this as a YouTube channel? Let me know.